Hey, pretty people, I'm Sean Hatfield. This is Mad Laughter, and today's episode is another installment of the Comics Table where I'll be sitting down with a lineup of comedians before they go on stage to perform. We're recording once again tonight from the historic Scene El Rey in downtown McAllen, Texas, home of stand-up comedy in the RGV. Joining us tonight, Christian Oviedo.
Yeah.
Don't act so excited, brother.
Yeah.
Freddie G.
How y'all doing?
Our headliner tonight, Chris Shaw.
Holla, holla.
And the El Paso transplant to Las Vegas, Adam Dominguez.
Glad to be back, Skip.
Skip?
I mean, I thought this was like a sports roundtable.
Fair enough.
Is that what we're not doing?
Yeah.
Hey, I throw air balls all the time.
Oh, I'm happy for that, Skip. It's been great.
So in the third quarter. Oh, okay. I was just going off of what the fuck. All right.
No, but it's happy to be back. It's been a couple years.
It has been. I was
Yeah.
trying to remember the last time that you were on a show down here, man.
Yeah, it's been a couple years. Just doing all the stuff back in El Paso and then planning the move and hitting the road a bit more. So happy that Chris brought me.
Hey man, we gotta have some stories to tell.
Yeah, we do have stories to tell. This has been a weird ass trip. We saw two guys Russian opera battle each other.
What?
Yeah, like you can't make that shit up.
Yeah, man. It was challenging.
It was fun though.
Yeah.
Because like I got emotions. Like I had emotions that I wasn't aware that I had. Like I mean, if a Russian dude comes up to you and says like, "Hey, you're gonna do a straight out Russian vodka," and you're thinking to yourself, "Well, what's the fucking harm?" And then he hands you like a tall, clear bottle of Russian beer. I mean, you're gonna party with the Russian dude.
Russian beer sounds like a euphemism for high-proof vodka.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
straight up
pretty
vodka.
much.
It was just another vodka. It was another bottle of vodka that we had to chase with a shot of vodka. So
I like the way the man
I didn't finish mine. Adam finished his.
yeah.
I didn't know how to.
I was pretty fucking done after that. But that was what day was that? Sunday? That was Sunday in San Antonio. So shout out to Mishka. If
Of course
haven't-
it was Mishka.
Of course, you would think if I told you guys to come up with a Russian name, that would have been the name you would have come up with. So
If it had been Dave, I'd been disappointed.
it's like, oh, thank Julio, the owner of the Russian bar. It's like, but yeah, yeah. So I'm glad we're all doing this stuff again.
Right on. Did y'all come straight down here from San Antonio?
Yeah.
Yeah, we started off in we flew into Austin, and we went to San Angelo, and then we went to San Antonio, and then today we made our way here.
Well, we have people wandering
Did you
in
shit
before
your
the
diaper,
doors were even
Freddie?
open,
Yep,
so I'm
I
assuming
did.
there's going to be at least a decent and enthusiastic crowd tonight.
That's nice. We're looking forward to it.
I think
No
we,
complaints, man. We're in the theater.
Yeah. This is a theater crowd with Peter Piper pizza seating. So I'm like, I'm glad some things haven't changed. Honestly, I don't mean that as a dig.
I think Bert's gotten slightly more fancy with it since the last time you were here, but you know, still no effort whatsoever into actually promoting the shows. But hey, word of mouth.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. We've in this past like few days, this was the one that we were looking forward to, as we started in San Angelo. It was our first show in San Angelo, and hey, Chris, did anything happen in San Angelo?
Yeah, my clothes got super smoky.
That's about it. That was the highlight of the
Yeah,
show.
I almost got attacked by some bats. Everybody looked at me like, yeah, it's San Angelo's. Yeah, this is Bruce Wayne's cave. I totally expect it. But just standing there talking to a group of people, and they weren't just, like, in the air. They came under where we were at, and everybody's like, oh, no big deal.
Yeah, that's just fucking happen here. That's what happens when you guys live in San Angelo. So San Angelo, fuck you guys.
The town's like the town Ant-Man lives in. Is like the closer you got,
Oh.
it just got bigger. But then, like, when you drove, like, 2 blocks outside
Was
the city.
Paul Rudd there, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Dude. Shout out.
Shout out to Paul Rudd. So
Shout
glad
out
that
to
you're here
homie.
at tonight's show. Like, you're my favorite wet hot American summer person. There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
I like the fact that we all have different covers over our microphones, sound covers. It's almost like Simon or something.
That's the color of your aura.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I like that.
You'll accept it? Okay.
In Japan, I think it is. It's money green.
And look, it kind of
fuck
matches
is-
when you think about it.
What the shit?
Oh,
What the shit is that color?
Look,
Whoa.
blue, red. What the fuck,
Oh fuck! Did you color? We color coded this shit.
Color code the
I
microphone.
did that shit on purpose.
Oh.
Synchronicity at work.
America's got microphone talent.
Bush did 9/11, dude. That was crazy.
And 420.
Proof.
Did you know that?
Proof right now.
He did 420 too.
He did Hitler's birthday. Is that what you're saying? Bush did Hitler's birthday. It's the
I
same-
understand
And
he was
Hillary.
much more of a fan of the Devil's Dandruff, but whatever.
Oh yeah, no. Living that straight edge hoobastank life.
Whatever happened to Hoobastank?
Do whatever
Hey,
happened to
Limp
Hoobastank.
Bizkit, man.
They became POD,
Mm.
and then POD became Everlast.
At least we're
Everlast became Wiley Ford.
Yeah. Well, we got
ultimately-
super off track of
Okay.
a topic that
Wow.
nobody knows what the fuck is talking about. And it's-
What's up, all these left turns?
what do you think about it, Chip?
If you understand these references, you have too much free time on your hands.
Or you're a fan of nostalgism. Is that a word?
Is that a word? I don't know. Fuck it.
It
It's a
is
word.
today.
It's a word today.
Just made
I think
up.
that's our next national religious movement that's going to happen. Nostalgism.
Yeah, I just like old shit, man. That's what I'm about.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of old shit, what's the oldest you smashed?
I would have to have asked questions before I understood.
I don't.
It's a simple question.
It means what's the age of the oldest person
No,
you've
no,
had?
I understood what he meant. I would have had to. I would have had to ask her some questions.
Get that shit on me.
Well, by smash, we mean fucked. We
Can't
mean,
make them drink. I gotta lead them to the
by,
water.
by fucked, we mean put your
Fuck,
penis
I mean
in.
fornication.
Yeah.
Right,
Pee-pee?
By fornication, you put your
Pee-pee?
pee-pee in their vag.
yeah. The P to the V
Yeah.
and
Pee-pee in
When was the last time
in
you
their
peed in her butt?
In their wee-wee. I
This
don't
is
know,
gonna-
man.
This is gonna be a fun show. I feel like
He's not laying off that question, just so you know.
Oh, no, it's still a go.
Are you trying to brag
Still a
right
go.
now? Is there like?
Oh, no, because... No,
he was trying to segue into his
Yeah.
own story.
No, I didn't. I just wanted a simple,
Answer.
simple answer to a simple question.
There's no simplicity there.
There is, man.
It was complex, both chemically and emotionally.
Oldest, maybe like
Maybe you're projecting there, homeboy.
maybe like 54. Biggest age gap, I'd say like
How old are you?
Oh shit!
I was like in my mid-20s, but like oldest biggest age gap was probably like 18 and like a 48-year-old. So there's definitely a bigger
What?
age gap.
Bro, you were
Yeah.
18 and then 40.
El Paso, bro.
That's
Yeah,
all you
yeah.
have
He
to
did
say.
it for some groceries and a cigarette.
It's a, but you said then it went up to like 50.
Yeah, but I was already in my mid-20s, so by that point it was
That's
not
so-
interesting. Like
Yeah,
if you're
yeah, yeah.
fucking a 54-year-old and you're 41, nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah, yeah,
That's-
yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
it's
even
like-
though she's the oldest in your bracket,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, yeah,
she
yeah,
was
yeah.
54,
yeah,
Fuck, dude.
and you were.
I was 25.
Just trying to maintain that 30 block. Aren't you?
Yeah, I mean you don't want to make it too creepy.
Oh, yeah. She starts showing you a picture of the grandkids. You know,
And she's just kind of like, oh my gosh, what is this
Hey, was
hippity
she
hop
Jill?
you guys listen to?
Jill,
She was
she had like kids.
she was in AARP. I'd like to fuck again. That's it. That's straight out 10% hotel discounts wherever you go.
Oh my.
Yeah, see, when you guys are fucking bitches, you got to think about your connections and hookups. And the older they get,
Definitely.
and especially if you're a comedian on the road, 10% discount hooks up way more than you think.
Yup.
fuck AAA. You're looking for that AARP.
Hell yeah, you're looking for that AARP. You want that Diners Club card. You want
All right. Who wants to go next after this, dude?
I'm skipping, man. I don't answer every question.
Okay.
I'm gonna treat you like a police officer. Sorry, officer.
Yeah, yeah.
Am I free to go?
That's
Hey,
good protocol.
Plead the fifth. All right. You can plead the fifth.
Yeah, no.
Or the 55th, whatever.
Why?
Sean,
What's-
they're still waiting on you, bro.
Oh, no, I'm with Chris on this one. Some questions do not need answering, and some questions just bring up more questions yeah.
I was 20 and she was 50. Spring break.
Was she a local? Or was she
I
traveling?
didn't stick around long enough to figure out.
Yeah. I always think that's like an important thing.
The crazy thing is that like I was 20, she was 50, and then we fucked or whatever, and then we woke up the next morning or whatever the morning was, I guess, and then she thought I was 30, right? And I thought she was 30, and she was like, "Wait, you're 20?" So yeah,
So you guys both thought you guys both looked bad for your age.
yeah.
And that's why I was like, motherfucker, Jesus Christ, you look 30. I am 18. How the fuck are you gonna
Nice
throw that shit in my
goatee.
face? Yeah. Nice goatee, man. That's always weird too. Like, because I figure if you're on vacation or some shit, like, you know, we live in Vegas now, so we see that shit all the time. You know, it's like it's a typical thing where you're seeing some fucking old ass man with some like young ass, you know, because you got to call somebody daddy, and that's just the way it is. And now you just don't bat an eye to it, just kind of high five them, and you're like, hey man, I hope when I'm your age, I have enough money to afford that. You know, that's as much. You just gotta like remain optimistic. That's what it is. You gotta look at that shit. You look at that situation, and you have to think either I'm gonna be happily married with 2 kids, own my own house, or I'm gonna be happily fucking a much younger woman. Either way,
That's
happy.
always the best option.
Just
Well, when you put it
And
that
if
way,
you're not happy, there are chemical solutions to the
there's
problem.
plenty of chemical solutions for this issue. We can happily fix it. I will always throw in the word happily. And happily smoke it or snort it.
You know, I kind of feel bad for like the El Paso stoners, man, like living right there on the border with a legalized state.
I mean, when I left, everybody was still doing it. Like no one.
Oh yeah, no, it's
like
never slowed anybody
No.
down.
Yeah, it's never like an issue. Everybody got away with that shit. And to be fair, like El Paso wasn't and still isn't like a bad fucking place for whatever lifestyle you want to live. You want to be a fucking pothead and hang out in El Paso? You can. It's cheap because it's right fucking there. You know, it's just walk 5 minutes outside your house and it's right fucking there. Don't go into Juarez and buy shit. Have them come to you. Fucking free market, America. Oh, if I can.
Get that? That's the economical lesson right there.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
recycle.
That
Yeah.
works.
They looked at us again like when we were talking about stuff before.
Yeah.
Everybody's all in favor?
Aye. Aye.
You what?
Aye.
All in?
Yeah.
All in.
On 3, fucking fuck up your liver. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we just.
So where y'all headed after this?
We're headed to the airport after this.
Yeah.
You mean specific, literally, like where we headed? We're going back home. He has some shows in Vegas. I go to Utah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you guys were. Sorry, you were pimping it online like y'all were going on a small mini tour.
Well, this
Oh,
is
yeah, this is the end.
it. This is
Oh,
the end.
no.
This is
oh,
the
fucking A,
yeah.
this is
This
the
is
crescendo
the-
of
Yeah.
the
How many
event.
shows did y'all do?
We did. He did 5. I did 3.
Oh, okay. So y'all didn't do all of them together.
Nah, like I went. I just went and watched a couple.
Oh, okay.
Nah, he was cool enough to invite me on these 3 of the bigger shows, and the other ones you know, the cool thing about when you're a comic is that if you're not a piece of shit, right, is you go out and you talk and you meet every other comic out over there, and just don't be a dick. So whenever you happen to go back, and you will, you can go back and everybody will be cool with you and be like, oh shit, dude, you're in town.
I
Come hit
tend,
it up.
I tend to that. I do tend to do that. I tend to talk to everybody, like especially the ones that I've never
Right,
worked with.
networking.
Yeah, and not even for that, man. Just to, like you go say hi, man, hey, badass said whatever, and like leave it at that. And if something goes from there, then because you don't, I've learned that you don't want to push it either. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen people like run up and it's like, hey man, can I get your number real quick?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, moderation. Just like
just
you
hang
do
out,
everything.
because that's the thing, is that that's why I've enjoyed this trip, because like I've been on tours with other comics that I don't get along with, you know, And
I couldn't imagine that. They must really be bad people.
God, dude. And it's just you sitting in the car and you're just quiet, you know, or you're on your way to the show and you just kind of ghost each other,
Mhm.
and you don't really have like that cool.
Connection.
To work with somebody, you gotta vibe with them. Like I mean, I'm not saying you gotta be
But
like.
you don't
the
even
best-
know. You don't even know it
Yeah.
at one point in time. It just happens.
It's weird because you won't know it until you actually do it.
Yeah, you have to get in it.
But it
and
is-
then it's like, oh, what did I do to myself?
It is helpful to don't. One of the things that I was taught was don't ever look at comedy as a competition. I mean, yeah, there are competitions, but it's not a competition. Don't think because one guy who's been doing it for less time is kicking your ass.
Yeah.
Don't fucking no. Just keep in your lane. Write your shit.
The way I see it, like the spectrum is so big now that I feel that like comedy has become like a fucking spice. We all like different spices. We all like different flavors.
Yeah.
So that's why I don't mind sharing anything that I know. You know what I'm saying?
Right, like, if it's my grandma's recipe, I'm not going to share that. But I get what you're saying. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you exactly how I make the cake. I'll just tell you the ingredients I put in it.
It's cocaine.
And
There's a
you
lot of
can try to
cocaine
take
in it.
the same recipe, and you can try to make that cake.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I'm not going to sit there and make it with you.
yeah,
Because I do a little special something on there. But
Yeah.
yeah, I agree with you. Why not share it? And some people, they're not like it in this business.
And
And those
Chris
are the people that are bad for the business.
Chris has been doing this for almost 20 years now, you know, and if anybody has insight of the whole business from the grinding, you know, to hitting a brand new market to like going back and repeating business with clubs and shows and shit, like this dude, right? I can't go anywhere without mentioning his name, and then somebody's like, oh, fuck, you know him? Holy shit, you know Chris Shaw? Oh, dude, tell him I said what's up. It happens everywhere.
This is the black market. The black market.
It's just- but that's the thing is you want to be that.
That's cool, man. I appreciate that.
Don't be a dick to the people who are in your scene.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick to anybody else who's going to come out there. Understand that everybody's got their own road to go do it, and at no point ever stop trying to be funny.
And that journey is so fun, man.
It
Just
is.
the stories and just the things that we've seen on the road and random conversations we had and things we plug and connect. And then you go to the next stop. And then it's not all even about the show to me when we go on like a tour. It's about like the experiences we encounter, which unlock different doors, I believe, in your mind. And then you have things to look at. You have things to share. Remember that one time we did that? Like some guys we hung out with the other night, they were like, yeah, the last time we saw you, I wasn't even sure if I even knew either one of them. And he's like, oh, yeah, we know you. And then we saw each other. It's like, yeah, last time we were smoking weed in the car, and you said, my mom just got in an accident.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I remember that day. I'd forgotten everything except for that point, and I remember in it. And then all of a sudden, it was like a montage, and we were back in that car smoking weed again. And I got the phone call. My mom got in an accident. She wasn't hurt, but the car that hit her was super smashed up. But it was just
But it's the fact that these
Yeah.
two other guys remembered it
word for word.
more than he did.
Yeah. And they told me everything that happened, things I said to them preceding that. And I was like, wow, you never know the effect that you have on people. Because I don't know if like you said, I didn't even remember it. But I did remember once they reminded me. Yeah.
It is amazing how many stories between comedians start with. You remember that time we were getting high?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, hey,
And usually I say no. Until they added, sprinkle on little details.
if
little
I
advice.
remembered it, your weed wasn't good.
Yeah. No, it was really good. It was super good. But that just put me in a bad mood that my mom got in an accident. But things ended up being all right. And yeah, there's still accidents in that same corner to this very day. Just want to say that.
Yeah, it's a like I slowed down on weed altogether, but now all my stories start like, dude, remember when we got all shit faced at this like a bar, and then you're like, yeah,
Switched over the spikes, basically.
For sure.
that's it.
Yeah.
And now I got a new take, and I have a new way of enjoying the show without me kind of being too spaced out, you know. And that's just my effect. That happens to me. And you know, find what fucking works for you. Go out there and enjoy this shit.
Yeah.
That's it. That's really all it comes down to.
That is an odd thing about hanging out with comics is like a lot of the jokes come out of like the tragedy and whatnot.
Oh,
I
for
mean,
sure, bro.
It's all fucking a defense mechanism.
Yeah, how do you think Adele became a star? Anybody that got hurt made a hit song, usually. Or they killed themselves.
Yeah.
That is a sharp drop off right there.
I believe so, right? Because some people can't handle love the same. Either they handle it with making art, or they handle it with just leaving.
Yeah, Britney Spears had the shit kicked out of her before "Hit Me, Baby, One More Time."
You know,
Yeah.
It still
it's a
looked
glass
good.
half full, half empty.
Glass half full, half broken over my head. That's what it's fucking.
Whether the glass is half full or half empty depends on what time of the night you catch them.
There you go.
See? There you go. That's it. And how have you guys been? How's things with you fuckers?
We've been good. Well, I've been good. I don't know about everybody else.
I don't want to speak for
Good to
everybody
hear
else.
that.
But it's the first time that I perform with y'all. So, and I look forward like performing with new people because it's like it's a different feeling. It's
Same for us. Yeah.
Yeah.
We are on this show in Vegas called the Hilarious Seven, and they use like a couple core people, but then they always might bring in like an out of town guest, one of the other comics that are headliners or feature acts on one of the bigger clubs in the city, and it's all different kinds, and it's starting to blow up and get bigger and bigger and bigger, and I always say I really enjoy being on that show, and I really enjoy seeing the lineup list they posted like a day or two before the show, and it's always an amazing lineup matchup, and it always switches up. And I can go see that show even if I was just a guest. Like I don't care if I'm in the lineup. I mean, I do care, but if I'm not in the lineup and I see, I'm like, oh wow, I want to see that show.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that hot.
The what 7?
So it's called the Hilarious Seven. They pick 7 comedians. You get 10 minutes to perform at the Hooters Casino showroom, right?
Oh,
they put a giant timer on the wall. Multiple. They put 2 of them on both sides, right? It says 10 minutes, and the second you start talking, you have 10 minutes. If you're killing or whatever, you got to say that 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid goes to that
Yeah.
one too, right?
Mhm.
So
wait. You said you gotta stay there for the 10 minutes, like
for most of it, yeah, you get.
what
yeah,
if-
nobody's
what
ever
if
gotten
you
off.
go over?
So what happens when you go over? The lights turn red. These alarms start blasting, and you can't hear you over the mic. And
Horrible.
that's it. That's your fucking time. Get the fuck off
Horrible.
stage.
Now, nobody really has a problem doing 10 minutes, right? You can do 10 minutes, give or take a couple seconds, but it's not take a couple seconds. Or not give, it's take,
Yeah,
like,
you
come
wind
off
up
a few
because
minutes
you're
early.
looking at the
Right.
time.
No,
Early.
well, see that's the thing. Like, I can do 10, but my thing is I'll go over like 5 seconds.
No, not
That's
here
right.
you won't.
This is where it trains you to be able to and you're doing it in front of a big ass crowd. You know,
and you can't stop looking at the
you
at the
can't
clock.
stop looking at the clock because
They're
it's
huge.
there. The crowd can see the clock
Yeah,
too,
and they're
So
wondering
they
where's
know.
it's going to go.
So if they see the timer go down to 20 seconds and then you start saying, "Oh man, marriage is really difficult," everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, shit,
he started another one.
He started a
There's
new
no
joke,"
way.
and everyone's like, "Oh, is he gonna do it?" And then you don't, and they're like, "Well, of course not." You
Marriage
fucking
is
idiot."
very difficult, and then it dies.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's like really loud, and then some people try to talk. There's no way you can talk through it.
Yeah.
And you have to time it out perfectly. Now your thing is, as an artist, you're not gonna be in the old, cliche thing and do the same set every time.
Right.
Even if though it's a different lineup, and even though it's a different crowd, you would get bored with it yourself. So you have to find a way to, you're still writing. It's an open mic, but not really. It's a professional show, but it's the only one of its kind, and it's like a hot show. So, you're going up there and you're doing your thing, and you have to literally time it out down to the second. It's a
I'm
challenge.
saying, like, I'm intrigued with this, and I'm saying this because I'm that type of writer.
Mhm.
Like, I have my sets, like, down to the minute. Down
Right.
to the second. Because before I get on stage, that set's already timed.
Right.
Like, I'm going to give you an example. Today's set, it's the first time I'm performing here a 15-minute set.
Okay.
But I know that with this 15-minute set, I tried to, like, squish in, like, 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I could only get it down to 15 minutes and 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 15 and 20. That's why I had to get with the host. And I was like, hey, man, I'm doing 15 minutes. Can you forgive me for 20 seconds? And he's like, yeah, that's fine or whatever. But I always have it down to, like, a T of the minute and the second.
You should. It's professionalism. Like in the old Vegas, way back when, it was where it said that, you get fired,
Yeah.
you can get your ass kicked. Anything.
In
'Cause you're
LA,
costing them
man,
millions.
like I brought that like work ethic, I guess if you want to call it that, from LA. Cause like when you go audition, they give you a script like for a commercial or whatever.
Right.
They give you a script and they tell you you got 60 seconds. Like you got a minute. And when they say that, it's like you got 60 seconds, not 61.
Right,
like,
60.
So at 59, you gotta be, you know what I'm
Wrapping
saying?
it up.
And if you don't, even if you got your lines down, but if you didn't get the timing down, they won't even look at you again.
Right, because the commercial spots for 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And they can't deal with anybody who's going over.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's why.
No, but it is interesting to see in the past couple of years, like more and more of the shows that are like the really interesting shows that are getting talked about are the ones that are not only fascinating to the crowds, but actually fascinating to the comedians themselves. It's
Right.
like, as you said, like I'd go watch that show.
Yeah.
Like
Because,
it's
I mean, the lineups are so powerful. It doesn't matter how long one comic's been in it more than the other, how old they are, what race they are. They're on that show because they were chosen to be on that show. And it's up to you. Very few times have I seen somebody not really get anything on stage, and we all knew, but you know it's just you got to really just get into your craft, you know, and take it serious because it's a challenge for anybody. I've been doing it, like I said, almost 2 decades, and it's a challenge for me, and I accept the challenge. You should always want to grow as an artist.
Yeah,
oh, that's fucking beautiful.
it's always fun. Yeah, every single time you go up there, you're trying out something new. You know, new crowd, new material. You know, new vibe, new take to your jokes, or else you're just kind of sitting on your set, man.
And
you
it's
know?
the crowds that keep getting bigger there and bigger. And the more that some of us work with each other, like me and Adam and Kool-Aid, then we're more familiar with. We can even blaze even a little bit harder because we're just bouncing off each other. You know, that vibe, that energy. You know, and that's what it has to be. It has to be good energy on the show.
Yeah. Like the show immediately after that Hilarious 7 is there's a comics battle where they put 4 comics on stage and you're doing all your material kind of all at the same time. You know, so someone will pull out a topic and they'll say, all right, your topic is technology. And then he'll do a bit about technology. We'll kind of riff with him. I'll go into mine. Someone else will go to this. We'll all riff with each other. You know, and next thing you know, 4 of you in front of a live crowd have just kind of really workshopped a bit you may have been doing forever.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
it's okay.
strict,
They're
yeah.
just listening.
They
get to
paid
interact,
be there.
too. They get to
paid to
interact.
be there. Yeah, we took their money. They're paid to be there. So
So you already paid for the seat. You might as well stick around and see what the fuck is going
Exactly.
on.
So some people get from that show and they get to go to that show, and some of the same comics, just a couple, because there's only 4 people and a referee on that show.
Right on.
It's a ref battle, and so it's like everybody's going at the same time, and it's not even just doing the material. You can choose to do the material if you want to, or you can bounce off of it. Even though you know and everybody, a lot of people have worked together just on that battle, so they kind of know, starting to be familiar with each other's styles. So they can say stuff to bounce now and interact and lead into that bit.
You know what? That's an interesting concept because I know, like, more often than not, when you work with people more and more, like, you know where they're going with it when they start to go into. It's like, I know this
Right.
motherfucker's
And
about
help
to go
them
into
out,
a
not
bit.
just it's like an alley-oop.
Yeah. It's like more often than not when you're sitting in the crowd and it's somebody you know on stage. It's like, you know what you could say
Yeah.
right now. Like,
Yeah.
I could tag your shit, but I'm not going to because
It's a live tag, exactly. That's what it is.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I mean, creative people doing creative things. As a matter of fact, it's good to see right now going on down in the local scene. We're going to start doing a roast battle between Laredo and some of the local
nice.
I
comics.
saw advertisements of that. That's
Right.
badass, dude.
Fingers
It's my
fucking
first
crossed.
official roast battle.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
We used to roast people in school, but it wasn't the same thing. You know?
Yeah, I'm good with that. You put me on a school bus and stick us in the back like that and do a roast battle on the bus, I'll do that shit.
Oh.
Shit, that could work.
It could work.
Hey, I'll be honest. Half the reason I got the damn the video equipment, the recording equipment, is kind of be able to do just weird shit. You're like, fuck it, man. Let's go to a Denny's and like record a set in the bathroom. I mean, I'm not gonna do that, but you know, sometimes you get a little tequila and you think, fuck it, man, we can pull that off. So,
Right.
I noticed our host is starting to run into his spiel right. When the sound guy starts disavowing the host that he hired, we got problems. But
Right.
Guys, I know this is a bit of a short one, but it was.
Yeah, that was our fault. Sorry about that.
No, you're
No,
good.
man. There ain't no blame.
I actually got somebody downstairs that's trying to get in. I forgot to put them on the list.
Gentlemen, if you would give out your, your social media connections, let people know where they can find you.
I'm at the Real Chris Shaw, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Chris Shaw's Green Room Radio, and on Pandora. And Adam,
Holy
Boom.
shit, you're on the Pandora?
Yeah, Adam J. Dominguez on Instagram, Snapchat, all that other crap. AdamTheComic.com. Website's up there. You guys can see all my upcoming dates. You can even get on my guest lists. Even on my Facebook fan page at comedian Adam Dominguez. Just if you follow me, shoot me a message. Let me know you're coming to the show. I'll work on getting you in there. I like to have my fans there. So.
I'm Freddie G. You can find me across the board at on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Freddie G.
Christian Oviedo. Everybody did their Instagram. At CEO LOLOL. Lonely Pizza is my music shit. TheLonelyPizza.bandcamp.com.
Right on. Well, these people are in for a hell of a show. I have seen and enjoyed all you gentlemen at various times. I know I'm going to enjoy myself, and that's not just the vodka talking.
We're going to get weird.
let's do it.
I hope so. All right.
One night in McAllen.
There's some lonely women out here tonight. You can have some fun. Lonely gentlemen, I'm not going to make any assumptions.
Is it because I did the hair thing right now? That's what happened.
Flip it real good.
Flip it.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Season salt and peppers here.
Salt and peppers here.
We're in effect.
All right. Once again, thank you guys.
Love it.
All right, folks. That was the Comics Table number 20, I believe. You can find past and future episodes on audio version at shoutengine.com/mad laughter. You can find it on Facebook. You can find it on YouTube under my name, Sean Hatfield. You can find me at hatfieldstandup@gmail.com, as well as on Facebook and Twitter. If you enjoyed, by all means, like, subscribe, share it with your friends and family. Hold them hostage until they click the subscription button. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I hope you enjoy your life. I hope you enjoy your night. Enjoy something. Enjoy somebody. Go out. Have a good time. Love. Peace.